Hello, welcome to my channel. I am doing free live readings right now on YouTube. So if you hop on and leave a question in the comments chat section, I will answer whatever you'd like to know about. In the meantime, I will be reading into tonight's Scorpio moon energies, what's going on with the collective. It's a general reading, but if you want a more specific question answered, feel free to leave that. Drop that question in the chat. Right. So what's going on in the energy right now in the collective energy, Scorpio new moon? All right. Okay, there's a level of discomfort right now with this Scorpio moon. Our perception is tuning in to some sort of situation, energy, relationship in our life that doesn't sit quite right with us. Something about it is not feeling comfortable or aligned or healthy. And so, or it could be also some of us maybe feeling like we're looking at the shadow or the dark side of a situation as instead of the whole picture. But it's also important to be looking at the negative aspect or dark side of the situation and feel this discomfort in order to know what needs to be processed, problem solved, healed, released, transformed. So that's what I'm seeing right now. So there may be a level of emotional discomfort or cognitive dissonance with the perception of something going on in our life or in the collective. There's a need to find balance within. I'm seeing within either relationships of any and all kind, or to find some sort of fair, some sort of fair negotiations, looking at contracts closely, making sure that everything is on the up and up. So, what else? What else do we need to know here? What is going on right now with the collective energy? There's something here about the home, something about feeling uncomfortable in the home environment, whether this is family or your actual physical living space. There is a need to see the home or rebalance the home in a way. Maybe there's feng shui, something with the feng shui, something with the dynamics in the home don't feel quite in balance or harmonious. So there may be a need to restructure or redecorate or reposition things in the home. Feel free to jump in when you need a personal question answered. I'm just going into the collective energies right now with the Scorpio moon that we're experiencing, where things are feeling uncomfortable and out of balance. And I'm feeling like this has to do with familiar relationships or our physical home. Perceiving things from a new angle, maybe a slightly intense or darker angle. Just kind of seeing where we can problem solve anything that's not sitting right with us. What can we transform? What else? Yeah, so it's also looking like there's relationships in our life that may be feeling like they are changing or shifting. And some of these friendships or relationships will stand the test of time, while others will run their course. And there's something here about getting very clear about which relationships those are. It's looking like we're maybe heavily auditing or processing other people's belief systems and checking to see if those belief systems sit right with us, if they align with our belief systems, and what does that mean for us in the relationship in terms of endurance. Are there some belief systems that we can accept, or ones that we cannot really find common ground with? Overall, though, what needs to be looked at is there seems that some of these relationships, there may have been a lack of trust, or some of these relationships don't deserve our trust, and we've been in denial about that. Um, and so now Spirit is saying that we are able to see these relationships more clearly, and so we need to do what we need to do in order to align with our own sense of comfort and balance and harmony in belief systems, so we can have a healthier, more comfortable life or trajectory, life path. So feel free to jump in and ask a question in the chat. I'm just doing a general collective reading right now. The energy right now is very unpredictable, I'm seeing, along with the feelings of the intensity of the discomfort around relationships, around home life, feeling a lack of balance, right? There's also an unpredictable type of energy as well, where things are seeming to happen out of nowhere and kind of shaking our comfort levels or foundations. And there is a need to either, depending on the person, is going to need to be either very grounded about their approach or their reaction or response to the navigating these surprises, or to be very trusting and just take the leap of faith. Hi, Peter. Hi, Peter. Sorry for all the caps. I had it on cap lock. Do you have a question that you would like to ask? I am here to answer anything that you may be curious about. You can just, I don't know if you can type the question in the chat. Might take a sec. Where are these cards? Let's see. I don't know if I have to scroll down. Okay, so far no. Okay. Okay, so I'll keep going until I see your question in the chat. So let's see. So these unexpected events may feel like, okay, yes, my ex, is she playing mind games, or does she really love me? Okay, let me check into this. Peter, how does your ex feel about you right now, and she playing mind games? She is definitely feeling disappointed. She's missing you, or feeling sad about the situation, about how everything went down. Let's see. She's playing mind games? Maybe, but it is coming from a place of sadness. Let's see. She feels like threatened in some way, like maybe there was a situation where she felt embarrassed, or her pride was hurt, it took a hit. Maybe she feels like a fool or a clown, or maybe she's trying to make you feel like one. Let's find out. What is Peter's ex? What's her approach here? No, I don't think she is playing mind games. She's not playing mind games. She does want to meet up with you. She feels really sad. Let me see. Did you sabotage, or did she cheat on you? Let's find out. Okay. I think sorry to say, she did cheat on you. Or she was thinking about it, or she was talking to somebody in an inappropriate manner. that you definitely would not have been happy with. It was disrespectful. It was dishonest. Does she feel bad about it? Yes, she feels bad about it. But does that necessarily mean that you need to forgive her right away? Probably not. You didn't ask me that. Yeah, she does want to make amends, but she did do something wrong. To the extent, not quite sure. Let's see. Mm. Yeah. This does look to be like someone from her past. Let me zone in or tune into this. Okay, I don't know how far it went, but let's see. It's looking like there was definitely some inappropriate touching. So let's see, the guy that she calls her bestie. Okay. Excuse me. I don't think so. I don't think it's him. If anything, there's mild flirtation, but I just see this mostly as friendship. So this may have been somebody else from her past or somebody that she met online or was talking to online. Yeah. But she doesn't want to come back. She feels very lost without you. She feels cut off. I'm sure you don't feel so great either. But yeah, this is where she's at. She does feel remorseful. Yeah, she's kind of going through it right now. She wants to. She's like wants to beg for you back. I don't know if she is, but she goes back and forth between if it's worth doing that or not. But she is feeling a little out. She's feeling bent out of shape. She's feeling. Um, um, she's can be two-faced. She can be one person 1 minute and another person another. So she does. I don't know if she lives I wouldn't say she lives a double life, but she definitely was doing some stuff here that was hiding something, maybe gaslighting you, pretending. um yeah, so she cheated on you while you were together and you were working. Yeah, let's see. I think that she cheated on you with somebody she knew from the past. um yeah, I don't know, it was just like she wanted to reconnect with somebody, and that's what she did. I feel like it had nothing to do with you. It had everything to do with her. um so it was a mistake, but she was doing, she was being duplicitous behind your back. um I don't know. It's just like it was a little manipulative. I don't know why she was feeling the need to be manipulative. I see that she cheated or something inappropriate happened. So I see gaslighting here, pretending, hiding something. So she's hiding something. Maybe she's talking to somebody online from her past, or someone she's known for a while. I don't know how far it went. It looks like it went kind of far, but if at the very least she was talking to somebody, and it was inappropriate, so it was dishonest. So, I mean, I don't know what you consider cheating. Some people feel like if you're thinking about cheating and you're talking to somebody with thoughts of cheating, that's cheating. But some people just see cheating as you actually did something with them physically. So, up to you. But I'm seeing it as emotional cheating at the very least. There was deceit. There's the whole thing. The reason why cheating is painful is because somebody lied to you or someone's lying to you, tricking you, not respecting you, deceiving you. So, and that's something happened there. Yes, she does regret doing you wrong. She does regret it. She feels very bad. She feels like she lost something really good. She's grieving it. She wants another chance. Um, so, will she do it again? Is the question. Maybe. I don't think if you give her another chance, I don't think she would do it again. No, because she had a realization that what she was doing was like fucking ridiculous, self sabotage, selfish, stupid. Yeah. Yeah. But I mean, her plan is not to cheat on you again. Um, but I don't know. Like, sometimes you can't predict those things. Like, who knows how long you're going to be with each other. She does regret it. I don't know if she's pregnant or she has kids or something. There's something about kids or being pregnant or something like that. Be careful with that if you don't want kids with her. Um, yeah. Are you narcissistic, Peter? Let's find out. She called you narcissistic. You are not narcissistic. I don't see that. Let's see. I don't see you as being narcissistic. Let's see. No, I don't see you being narcissistic at all. No, you do not have that mental disorder. Does she have that mental disorder? Let's find out. I would say she is immature. She destroys relationships. She destroys situations that she could, yeah, she can be very self-sabotaging herself. She kind of enjoys having power over people and ruining their peace or like disrupting their peace. So there's something of power situations. Maybe she's narcissistic or borderline. There's an energy here about she does destroy people's peace and she feels powerful when she does it at the moment, but she feels really bad. So narcissists don't really feel bad, and I see that she regrets it. Okay, let's see. Will you get out of that dark place? I'm sure you will, but let's look and see what the cards have to say, what spirit has to say. Connecting these cards to you, Peter. Has she done magic on you? I've been kind of stuck. I can look into that. I know she misses you. I know she feels very distraught. She's going through an emotional roller coaster. Let me see though. Will you get out of this dark place? Yes, you will. It's just going to take some patience. You will feel better. Let's see. I think in the next few months, you'll start to feel better about the situation, and you'll feel like you've gained some sort of wisdom from this toxic situation. Has she done magic on you? Let's see. No, I don't think so. No. It's just really, it seems like this was devastating. So it makes sense if you would feel heartbroken and in a dark place. You'll get through it though. In the next few months, you'll start to feel better and get more clarity. So if anybody else has a question they'd like to ask, I'm doing free live readings. I hope that answered your questions, Peter, and I hope you're feeling better, or at least getting more clarity. I know you will feel better in the next few months. And it's just something to process and to think about, like what lessons were learned here, what you can take with you, this experience with you in the future. Yeah. Anybody else have a question? Yeah, I would say, Peter, you're welcome. I would say she's a little she's borderline narcissistic, but the fact that she has regrets, I feel like it must be trauma from her childhood. So a little selfish and self-centered. You're welcome. Anyone else have a question? Let's see. I'll be waiting for questions. So in the meantime, I will pull what's going on in the current energy for the Scorpio moon, for the collective, what needs to come through. What does Spirit want us to know? What guidance does Spirit want from us during this Scorpio moon tonight? Yeah, there's just some hard lessons coming through for some of us. There's a feeling of intensity, some harsh energies or feelings, maybe some harsh judgments. Harsh judgments on ourselves, on others. Maybe you were feeling a need to establish boundaries, communicate our desires. There may be some sense of physical discomfort. Let's see what else. But yet there's a need and a desire for love, hoping for partnership, hoping for grace, love, beauty, but somehow feeling like it's hard to come by right now. But I just think it's this emotional waves that are, moving through us. Will she come back around? Well, she wants to because she feels bad, Peter. But she's not healthy. She's not a healthy person. She's toxic. She needs to learn some lessons here. If I were you, I would not take her back. Even if she is truly sorry, which she is, she's not going to come back healthy or cured. She might be watching you on social media or something like that. Yeah. So I'm just seeing, I got the card poison on toxic, unhealthy behaviors, people. So that's talking about her. Yeah, I think if you try to take her back, it's only going to prolong your pain. I think that if you let it go now, in a few months, you'll start to feel better about the situation. In the meantime, you do have to kind of grieve and process what's going on. Just just to allow yourself to grieve the relationship situation, and then just that'll help you move on quicker. Yeah. She was a distraction from you for you. Saying self-preservation is important for you to preserve your peace. This was a toxic situation, a distraction in your life, and so they're asking you to cleanse yourself of this negative energy because you deserve better. You really deserve better. All right. Does anybody else have a question you'd like to ask me? I'm doing free readings. I don't know. It's not no. Let's see. Is there anybody else? Okay. Yeah, so let's see what's going on with relationships right now in general for the collective. Where are we at on our life journey when it comes to relationships? It's saying right now in our relationships, what we're starting to realize is that the relationships that we have in our life, we need to start realizing how we allowed them into our life in the first place. There's a sense that we it was for a lot of us, the collective, there's self-fulfilling prophecies at work, like what our belief systems are about the people, in our life, what we deserve, what we're used to, and getting very clear on what we actually want versus what we're used to dealing with. There are a lot of karmic relationships right now, cycles of disharmony, and unfortunate events that we're realizing, and that's why we're feeling very intense and uncomfortable, because we want to stop these patterns. It's time to create new traditions and new, better, healthy relationships with ourselves and others. But all of this was meant for us to gain more wisdom and to get to a point where like enough is enough. Like, let me establish better boundaries, and also let me get clear on the type of people or person that I'm willing to deal with, work with, connect with, because I think that deep down we know, and we know who is good for us and who isn't. And if the same type of people are coming into our lives, and there's something that we need to figure out about how we're showing up, that what we're allowing and how we're responding to these opportunities slash challenges. Yeah, so it's it's a time to start becoming more um, self-focused when it comes to preserving our well-being and our emotional health. We need to stop begging or making excuses for people to treat us well and just command it by, you know, people treat us the way we allow them to treat us, and just getting very clear on that while still being very loving, compassionate, caring. We can also have very strong sense of self and boundaries, teach people how to treat us. So feelings of anger, intense emotional pain right now makes a lot of sense. Things are coming up from the past, and they're just being resurfacing for some new eyes to look at it with a new perspective for our own well-being, our healing, and our transformation. Yeah, but there will be changes. There will be changes, better changes coming into our life when it comes to relationships. But we do have to make the decision to want to change certain things. So if anybody has a question that they'd like me to answer, I will definitely. I'm here. I'm going to be here for a few more minutes. Can't stay on too long. I sprained my ankle, and I'm going to need to ice it. So, there are any questions that want to come in? You too. Have a good night, Peter. Anybody have a question? Anybody? Let's see what else is happening in the world around us with the collective. So there are energetic shifts happening in the collective, ends of cycles, new information. As we receive new informations and new insights, we are ending toxic cycles. We are ending negative cycles in our life. Our own habits and our relationships, jobs, maybe even stepping into our power more and accessing our creator energy, becoming the master of our destiny, one foot step at a time. Yeah, recalling our power and thinking for the future of like what we want to see develop for ourselves in the world. See, does anybody else ask a question? No. Okay. Well, I'm gonna jump off and have a good night. Bye.